Meanwhile, Donald Trump and French President Emmanuel Macron displayed stark differences, and analysts actually point out, in their approach to Ukraine, exposing a divide between the United States and Europe over Trump's bid for a quick ceasefire deal with Russia. In fact, during a day of talks between the two leaders, Trump and Macron showed a friendly rapport between each other based on years of good ties, but Macron made it clear that he disagreed with Trump on some key issues as they marked 3 years since Russia invaded Ukraine in 2022. You see, Macron is the first European leader to visit Trump since he began his second term, and contrary to Trump's newly adopted stance, Macron says Russia is the aggressor in Ukraine.
I support the idea to have Ukraine first being compensated because they are the ones to have lose a lot of their fellow citizens and being destroyed by these attacks. Second, all of those who paid for could be compensated, but not by Ukraine, by Russia, because they were the one to aggress.
Again, just so you understand, Europe is loaning the money to Ukraine. They get their money back.
No, in fact, to be frank, we paid 60% of the total efforts, and it was through, like the US, loans, guarantee, grants, and we provided real money, to be clear.
Yeah.
We have 230 billion frozen assets in Europe, Russian assets, but this is not as a collateral of a loan because this is not our belonging. So they are.
By the way, Trump refused to call Vladimir Putin a dictator on the 3rd anniversary of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, despite having previously described Zelensky with the same term. Now, while in the Oval Office with Emmanuel Macron at the White House to discuss the war, the US president said he did not use those words lightly, and we'll see how it all works out. Listen in.
If you called Zelensky a dictator, would you use the same words regarding Putin?
I don't use those words lightly. I think that we're going to see how it all works out. Let's see what happens. I think we have a chance of a really good settlement between various countries. And, you know, you're talking about Europe, and you're talking about Ukraine as part of that whole situation. The other side has a lot of support also.